In this video, I will show some common operations which can be done using Power Query. You see, I have a file which is called names1. If I click on this particular file, here you see there are some names along with their IDs and the other details like gender and blood group. And you see some extra zeros are there and some spaces are there in the file, so I have to correct this file. Then after that I have few other files like unit1. In the unit1, if you see, ID number 1 purchased 50 units on this particular date and price per unit is 22. Similarly, ID number 2 purchased 40 units, price per unit is 26 on this particular date. The dates are separated by AND. So I have to separate the units and the date. So that I will do with the help of Power Query. And you see there are three files because this unit 1 have 2021 data. And these are the data which is purchased by different IDs, like ID number 1 purchased on this date, then again ID number 1 purchased on this date, then again ID number 1 purchased on this particular date. In the same way, if you see unit 2 also, it is a data for 2022 and same ID number 1 purchased 30 units, price per unit is also 30. Similarly, the another ID purchased 50 units, price per unit is also 30, like this. So this is the 2022 data, and similarly if you see, this is the 2023 data. So what I will do, I will append all these three files and make it a single file. After union all the three files, I will join these three files with this single file. Inner join I will be going to do, like all these IDs will be joined with the other IDs of all these units. So that I will be going to show you using Power Query. So I will go to Power BI desktop, and here I will click on get data and I will get the data from the text and CSV. First I will be going to include the names. I will not load the data, I will click on transform data. So here there are some spaces. So what I can do, there is an option use first row as a header. So this is the first row, it is a blank. So I click that. So this blank has become the header, but I want the second one. So again I click on use first row as a header. So you see I got this as a header. I don't want these zeros, so I will do remove rows, remove top rows. So I click on that and I will be going to remove top two rows from here. Similarly, I can remove the bottom rows if I want, but I am using the another option keep rows, and I will be going to keep top 5 rows. So here I will put top 5 rows. So you see bottom zeros are gone and I just get top 5 records. So you see now what I can do, close and apply. So you see this data will be loaded in here. So you see data is loading now. So here you see I get name and all these details which are loaded. Now if I want to load more data, so what I can do get data. Again I will do text, and this time I will choose unit 1. I click open. So I will click on transform the data. Here you see if you want to add one extra column, then what you can do, you can go to add column and add one custom column. In that custom column you can write this is from which file. So here I will say file name column, and I will be going to say it is from file number 1. So this data is from file number 1. So this is what I have added here. Now here into the query section, I will right click here and do a new query, and import the data from text and CSV again, and I will be going to choose unit 2. Here I will hit OK, and after that I will be going to again create a custom column, and here I will call it as file name, and in bracket I will be going to give file 2. So a constant value is added over here. Then right click again, new query, text slash CSV, unit 3, and do perform the same operation. I hit OK, custom column, file name, all the files are created. Now what I will do, I will be going to append this file 1 data, file 2 data, and file 3 data. So I will click on this unit 1, and here I will go to home, and there is an option here which is append queries. Do you want to append the query within unit 1, or you want to create a new query? So what I will do, I want a new query, so I will click on append queries as new. So here I will choose 3 or more. Here I have unit 1 which is already there, unit 2 I will add, unit 3 I will add. So here if you want to perform up down operation you can do from here, and if you want to cancel something you can cancel from here, but I hit OK. So you see the data will be appended, but you see I am not getting the data in the desired manner. Here a lot of nulls are there, and you see this per unit price is not appended with the rest of the thing. File 1, file 2 is appended properly, but file 3 is not appended properly. So actually if you see, there is a issue in the column name. Here the column name is per unit price, here the column name is price per unit, and here the column name is per unit cost. So I want to make it consistent. So what I will do, I will choose this per unit price, I copy it. In the second case I just paste that, I just rename this, and after that I double click on this and double click here and paste that. So you see now if you click on this append, and after clicking on this append, click on the data here, and what you can do, you can click on this refresh button. So if you notice, still there is some issue in file number 3. So I think in unit 3 the spelling of file name is not correct, so I just change it to file name, and now I again go to append, I click in any cell here, then I click on refresh. So you see the data is coming properly now. So few records are from file 1, then file 2, and then file 3. Now what I can do, I can separate this unit and date. How will I separate this unit and date? For that what I will do, I will click on transform and select this particular column, and under transform I will click on split column, split by delimiter, and here I will be going to choose custom option. There are many other options like colon, comma, equal sign, but if the data is separated by comma I will choose that, but right now it is a custom value, so which is ampersand sign, and I hit OK. So you see the units are separated by the date, so here I will rename it as unit, and I will rename it as date of sale. Now you see I want total price. So what I will do, I will multiply this unit with the per unit cost. So I want to create one extra column. So I will again go to add column, and here there is one option which is custom column. Last time I use a constant value here, but here this time I will use the formula. So I am creating a total price, and the formula is units multiply by, and I double click on per unit price. There is no syntax error. I hit OK. So you see the calculation is done over here. Similarly, if I go to the names, here also I want to remove the comma from here. So to remove the comma from here, what I will do, I will separate these two columns, because here the last name is written first and first name is written last. So what I will do, I will separate these two columns. So here again I will go to the transform, and I will again split the column by delimiter, and this time I will use comma and I hit OK. So you see these two columns are split. So this is a last name column, and you see this is a first name column. So you see I have split these two columns. Now I want to interchange, so I put first name here. So first name has come here and last name has come here. And later what I want to do, I want to merge these two columns. So I select both the columns and click on the merge column again, and the separator will be a space, and I hit OK. So you see these columns are merged now, and the first name is before and the last name later. So here it's Alan Cook, Gary Cully, Bhagwan Das, Lily Grimes, and Anna Miller. So now you see I can call it as full name column to this. Now you see what I want to do. I want to join this IDs with this particular ID. So for that, what I will be going to do, to the home there is an option called merge queries. So I click on merge query, and I will be going to click on merge as a new query. So I will be going to create a new query. If you do not want to create a new query, you want to merge all these values within the name column. So what you can do, go to merge query and just click on merge queries. So the first table is this, and the second table is append 1, and here I want to join ID with ID, and there are a lot of joining options: inner join, full join, left join. I will use the inner join, and I hit OK. So here there is a icon here. I click on this icon, and I want all the values from this icon. So I hit OK. So based on these IDs, you see the data is joined, and I get all the data along with the names and everything. So in this way, joining is done.